They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Raiders will now be the head coach.
So what's going on, Raider Nation? Let me make sure you guys can hear me, because you might not be able to hear me. Oh, yeah. And let's take a good look-see right here at they picked up Sam Darnold as their starting quarterback. Now, to me, that's freaking hilarious. Sam Darnold ain't been shit, and I'm pretty sure, we'll probably only get to see like maybe 1 or 2 series of the starters for both teams. But I really, honestly, the thing that makes me wonder about this game, because this game don't matter, it's preseason, right? But the last time we faced this team, we put up a big nothing burger against these assholes. They beat us 3-0, and we lost to a backup quarterback in Nick Mullins. And as you can see, he's third string now. Mr. Irrelevant, who basically has whipped our ass basically every time he's faced us. And he even played with us there for what? Like the preseason last year, I believe it was. He was on the squad before we cut him. Now, they also have the newly acquired Aaron Jones from Green Bay. Decent running back, He might be hard to stop, but Justin Jefferson is like really the big glaring aspect of the Minnesota Vikings offense. Now, TJ Hawkinson is out, and they're ranging him to be out all of preseason and possibly like the first 6 games of the year. So we don't have to worry about him showing up tomorrow. Really don't know about any of these other guys. But I mean, as you know, just a few people that stick out. It would be Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, and Sam Darnold. Also, on defense, there's a very familiar name, Raider Nation, in Jerry Tillery, who happens to be questionable for this game. He happened to be one of my favorite players last year, and even the year before, I was always real high when we picked him up. I was real high on him. Well, now he's a Viking. We get to play against him. Unreal, right? How it goes full circle. Goes from the Chargers to the Raiders to pretty much our first opponent in 2024. Now, I mean, other than that, Shaquille Griffin? I know who he is. But the rest of these guys, I mean, I'm hoping that they don't, you know, make poster boys out of our fellas over there. But I've never heard of these corners, man. I've never heard of Byron Murphy. I've never heard of Harrison Smith. You know, I mean, I don't see any reason why this game. I mean, who really cares on whether we win or lose, right? Because I mean, it is preseason. Now let's go to what actually matters, which is our roster and what we've got going on here. Let me move this block out of the way here so you guys can actually see what we got going on here. And we're actually going to see starters this year, Raider Nation. We're actually going to see the starters in the preseason. So that's something that's going to be a treat. Well, we got Devontae Adams and then Christian Wilkerson and Keelan Doss behind him. Jeff Foreman, who actually was injured a couple days ago in practice. And then that's Tyrell McAllister, Ramel Keaton, and Jalen Guyton. We're probably going to be seeing a lot of action from these dudes, from these 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th string guys tomorrow. Colton Miller and Andreas Pete, Jalen McKenzie for left tackle. Left guard, Cody Whitehair is leading the charge because, of course, Jackson Powers Johnson has been injured. And he will be injured for tomorrow's matchup as well, being ineligible, I do believe. I think he's on the PUP list. And then Corey Luciano. Center, we've got Andre James and Ben Brown, Will Putnam. Right guard, Dylan Parham, Jordan Meredith, and Clark Barrington. Right tackle is going to be a toss-up in between Thayer Munford and DJ Glaze. I'm really interested into seeing how that battle ends up, of whether DJ Glaze is going to get some first-team reps or not. That's something I'm, looking forward into seeing. Hey, what's going on, Ern? And then we got Michael Mayer, and Harrison Bryant is backing him up, and then Brock Bowers at the other tight end, being backed up by Zach Gentry and Cole Fotheringham. Wide receiver number 2 is Jacoby Myers, backed up by Trey Tucker, more than likely going to be lining up in the slot. And then we brought back DJ Turner, and then we got a few other guys in Tulu Griffin, Alex Bachman, and Terrell Bynum. Alex Bachman, that was the dude that Apakasi was talking about this morning. Salute, Ern. What's been going on, bro? Quarterbacks. Well, we got 4 on the roster: Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, Anthony Brown, and Bradley Carter. And to round off our offense, it will be Zamir White at running back. Backing him up is going to be Alexander Madison. And then you have Amir Abdullah, Britton Brown, and Dylan Lobby, and Sincere McCormick. As, they're way back on your depth chart. Defense, this is where I'm looking to hopefully see some, I'm not going to say improvement, but just at least getting off on the same foot that we left off last year, because the defense was absolutely beasting. Jacorian Bennett, Jack Jones, corners, Robert Spillane, Divine Diablo, Malcolm Kuntz, Christian Wilkins, John Jenkins, and Max Crosby. Looks like he's being backed up by Tyree Wilson. And I've also been hearing a lot about this Charles Snowden dude. I really can't wait to actually see what Blizzard has in store for the Minnesota Vikings tomorrow afternoon at 3. Matthew Butler is still on the team. Adam Butler. Did we actually pick Adam Butler back up? I thought we got rid of this dude. And then we got Marquand McCall, Nesta Jade Silvera for the defensive tackles. Janarius Robinson, Ellerson Smith, and TJ Franklin for your defensive ends. We're probably going to be seeing a lot of action from those 3. And then, of course, Luke Masterson, Kana Mauga, and Amari Gaynor. We're going to be seeing a lot of them at linebacker. I'm really only thinking that we're going to probably see maybe 1 or 2 series out of our starters. I would be really surprised if we saw, say a full quarter out of our starters. And then, of course, we got our special teams. So, we'll see exactly what's going to go on, bro. Like, I've got a lot of faith that our defense is going to show up. I think our defense is going to show up well, but I know that there's also been lots of talks, lots of rumors, lots of naysaying going on during OTAs and training camp. And we're not seeing any one of our major quarterbacks really step up and take the job. Antonio Pierce has been out here basically stating that he wishes that somebody, at least somebody in the quarterback room, be like, I'm the guy, but neither one has done it yet. And, I mean, I've got faith in Aiden O'Connell. But to see a guy like Gardner Minshew get brought in here on a $25 million deal, and he's not even able to beat out Aiden O'Connell, now that's a glaring sign. I understand $25 million is not very much for a starting quarterback, because especially with what these outrageous contracts that these starting quarterbacks are getting, he's definitely getting second quarterback money, if not, middle tier quarterback, bridge quarterback money. But I mean, $25 million a year, man. I mean, we could have used that elsewhere. We could have drafted somebody. There were plenty of quarterbacks in the draft last year. I know we didn't want to move up. I know it was just kind of the way, the cookie crumbled. But damn, man, like, it feels like a lateral move. When you reach out and you go in and you grab a guy like Gardner Minshew after moving on from a dude like Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, to me, it feels just like another lateral move. The same way I felt about getting rid of Derek Carr for Jimmy G, which I said was a lateral move. It was actually a below lateral move because Jimmy G did not perform nowhere near as good as Derek Carr would have. Especially second year into a system as Derek Carr would have been. But now we got AOC coming in for his second season. I expect him to win the starting job because Gardner Minshew hasn't shown any reason or, any type of reasoning on why he should be the starter. Except for the fact that maybe he's got a little bit more experience. And yeah, he almost brought the Indianapolis Colts to a playoff berth last year. But other than that, what has he got? The dude's got a weaker arm. I mean, he can't separate himself from AOC. Then, I mean, dude, what are you here for? You're supposed to be here to compete for the starting job. And to me, to me, he seems like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Dude's just like so nonchalant, stoner type. Hey, I'm not hating on the stoner types, man. We're cool as fuck to hang out with. Don't get me wrong. But do I really want that dude leading my football team when he really doesn't, to me, he's unproven. He hasn't proven to me that he's really all that good. Maybe that one year he played in Jacksonville when he threw for 26 touchdowns, he was decent then. But last year, he didn't do any better than any quarterback that's on our roster as of right now for this team last year. And he's not doing any more to win that starting job from said quarterback. This is what I was afraid of, and I'm hoping to God I'm wrong. Because I don't want to go back to a quarterback carousel where we're going from bridge quarterback to bridge quarterback to bridge quarterback till we finally pull our head out of our ass and use one of our first two picks in the draft to pick up a quarterback. Damn, man. Just when you think you got the whole team built, and then you've got this one glaring issue. Now, we do have another glaring issue at running back, but I'm more confident in running back than I am at quarterback at this very moment. I am. I can put my faith in Zamir White. I think Zamir White's actually a really good running back, and he's beefed up over the offseason. The dude is a brick house. I don't foresee anybody being able to really stop him in his tracks. I think that he will at least gain 2 yards every time he touches the ball. I hope to God he doesn't prove me wrong. And, I like this Dylan Lobby dude. Yeah, I think he's all right. You know what I mean? I think he'll be good in the passing game. I think that's what Alexander Madison was brought in here for, is to be in here on 3rd down and on passing downs, to where at least we have an option out of the backfield, so AOC or whoever the starting quarterback is has an option to hurry up and get the ball out before he gets lit the fuck up. Now, our offensive line is not half bad. There's a lot of unproven going on with this offensive line, since we do have a few rookies on here. But from what training camp and what everybody has been saying from training camp is that these guys are doing pretty damn well. Powers Johnson, whatever his name is, because he's been hurt. He ain't been practicing. But this DJ Glaze dude, on the other hand, is turning heads. I can't wait, bro. I honestly can't wait to see what this season holds. Yeah, he did throw for more yards. As a matter of fact, let's put that up on the board. Oh, it's not on this one. It's on this one, though, if I go over here. And, I mean, yeah, dude, he threw for, like, 3,305 yards. Let's see. Let's move on over to this. So, yeah, I mean, he did, man. He was decent. And he had a whole hell of a lot less to work with. But, I mean, what do you guys think? What do you want to see out of tomorrow's game? What I would like to see is just continuity in between the offense, the defense, the special teams. I just want to see us playing something that resembles the game of football, and we're not out there fucking looking like the Bad News Bears. You know what I'm saying? I want to see us, play like a football team, like we were playing at the end of last year before everything kind of went down the shitter for us. So I'm hoping, I've got a 12-5 prediction for this year. So I'm hoping that we even get remotely close to that. But I wasn't expecting to hear this at a training camp where, hey, it's been said, and it's been said over and over and over again, if you have 2 quarterbacks, it means that you don't have 1 quarterback. You don't have a starter. So, and they can't figure out which one they want to go with, whether it's going to be Garner Minshew or AOC. I think AOC is going to wind up getting the start tomorrow, but, I mean, it's up in the air, man, on how these guys are going to perform, and neither one of them are they don't seem to be separating from one another, and that could bode very huge problems for us as a football team. Man, not having a signal caller, not having a definite signal caller could create chaos. Hey, and with all this Kermit the Frog bullshit, this puppet crap that happened, understand. Josh Joe Capetti. Hey, it was funny, dude. It was absolutely hilarious. It was funny. But just hope, man. Hope to God that you didn't fucking just try to fucking goddamn cash a check, bro. That obviously shouldn't have fucking been, you shouldn't have tried it. A better way to fucking put it is like, you probably shouldn't have opened your mouth, because you might have opened up a fucking goddamn a sleeping giant inside that fucking Kansas City Chiefs team. Especially to the point where they know what the fuck we have. We don't know what we have. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's all fun and games. It's all fine and dandy. But when you get out there and you start disrespecting some of these players and you do it like that, there's a tasteful way to do it. I'm not going to sit there and tell you how to run your social media. Yeah, you've got a real big following now. But I'm just hoping that you didn't doom it for us all, and the Chiefs come out here and put a fucking beating on us that we don't ever forget because of the stunt you pulled at OTAs. I'm just saying. Nobody else is going to say anything about it, but I will. I actually like you. I think you're a fucking really funny guy. But sometimes, man, I wonder about what you guys do for clicks and what you guys do for some type of notoriety to how to get fucking recognized. Sometimes you doom it for the rest of us. Going out there on a limb the way you do. But hey, good show, bro. It was funny. It was funny, haha. You feel me? But anyway, man, that's all I got, man. It's the first episode of the Raider Critique right here for the season of 2024. Where the new slogan is, we're going to the Super Bowl until we're not. And right now, it's not looking too damn good. I just hope to God that these quarterbacks can prove me wrong. Because, along with my brother Ern, who feels the same way that I do, I don't think certain people should have been moved on from, and they shouldn't have been blamed for all of our problems. Now all of those problems are finally starting to come together. The defense is starting to fire on all cylinders, and that's pretty much everything we needed. But now we're back over here trying to rebuild our offense from our running game to our signal caller to our offensive line. I just hope to God this is a retooling and not a rebuild. So anyway, man, if it's your first time here, don't let it be your last. Dude, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications for more Las Vegas Raiders content right here on the Raider Critique, where we tell the truth with intensity and we don't drink the corporate Kool-Aid. Next episode, hopefully my brother Ern will be in here, man. Hey, and I don't know if it, if I should say anything about it or not, bro, but just keep our brother Ern in your prayers, for real. He could definitely use our prayers. And Godspeed to you, friend. I'm not gonna expose your business, but I definitely want to. You are one of my greatest friends, and I hate doing this show without you. And you make this show lively to even make me want to do it again. And anytime you ever go through some shit, bro, fucking my heart goes out to you for real, bro. And everybody for real, like, pray for brother Ern, man, because Ern needs it. If Ern wants to tell you what's up, Ern can tell you what's up. That's not my place. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to tell you that he does need our prayers. You know what I'm saying? We need Ern to stick around just a little bit longer. You feel me? But I love all y'all, man. I care for you guys very much. And if you guys have even graced, this channel for more than a minute and let me, share your screen with you, I appreciate that, because you guys could be watching anything else right now and you're over here watching cracker ass me. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate that, man. The love that I get from all of you, I feel it, bro. And like, I feel it every day when it comes to you guys, man. I can't wait for football season to kick off. Off season is so rough. Just trying to get through off season, man. And I'm so glad to be back. And my lawn care season is pretty much ending. I'm in one piece. I'm still alive. Lost a few fucking teeth. But I'm still here. But, I mean, hey, we're back for another fucking football season, man. And it's time to embrace what, hey, and by the way, if you've been buying that NFL Sunday ticket, if you've been under a rock, there's $1 billion settlement out there against the NFL for blacking out most of those fucking games. A lot of those were Raider games, by the way, that they fucked us on when we were having our chapter meetings up at Pluckers, and we couldn't get the games because they would black it out, even though Pluckers was paying for the Sunday ticket. Well, everybody's getting their money's worth. If you ever purchase Sunday ticket, straight up, get a part of that lawsuit and get your money, because you deserve it. I'm guaranteeing that there's at least one or two of you in the chat who have experienced the same thing I'm explaining right now, because I've experienced this and I know I'm not the only one. Straight up, get your money. because it is your money, and the NFL's been fucking us for years and overcharging us for the NFL Sunday ticket, forcing us to have to stream the shit, risking our livelihoods, our computers, knowing goddamn well that next time I stream a game through my computer, I might not be doing a Raider critique video afterward because I'm going to be full of viruses. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, get your money, man, for real. And hey, look, it's the first game of the season tomorrow. Doesn't mean you can go out there and have fun. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but please don't drink and drive. Don't go out there and do this stupid shit. Don't go out there and try to kill yourself or nobody else. Hell, we were just watching a news article of a dude who drove through a motherfucking goddamn, it was a nail salon. Killed like 2 or 3 people. Was 4 people? Killed 4 people and was drinking at 11 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I'm not going to tell you how to run your game, but if you're going to drink, man, please do us all a favor. Don't drive. Look, I want to meet Jesus, but I don't want to meet him today or tomorrow. I would like to be able to wait a little bit before I got to meet the man. So please, don't make that happen for any of the rest of us or yourself too. Don't get behind the wheel of a car if you're drinking and driving. It's the first game of the season. I know y'all going to wall out. I know I'm going to go out there and wall out. But when I start drinking, baby, I'm not going to drive. You know what I mean? That's what they got Uber for, man. I mean, it's not like we're living back in the 80s anymore where you got, the only thing you've got is taxis. We've got Uber now. Call somebody. Get a ride home. Get a ride to your hotel. Whatever you got to do, man. Just don't drive drunk. For real. Anyway, love you guys, man. I'm fucking out of here. I'm tired as shit. I've only had about 4 hours sleep. So I'm going to go pass the fuck out. You guys have a wonderful day, man, and I will get back in contact with you for the post-game review. And hopefully I will have my co-host on with me for that one. So until then, you already know what it is. It's Raider Nation for life, baby. Let's go get this dub against this Minnesota Vikings team who shut us out last time they saw us.
Obviously, was blessed enough to come here with the Raiders and now be the head coach of Las Vegas Raiders.
Congrats, coach. We love to see it. Go ahead, AJ.
And when I look at the Raiders, man, it's swag. It's confidence. It's in your face. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? Like, when you wear the silver and black, you know what time it is when you walk in the building, right? So for us, it's like, man, that's what we need to do. We need to intimidate teams mentally before the game even starts.